Here, this is exactly what I'm talking about with the over here on this macro that I did. I managed this trade because the stop would have been down, and I moved it way up because it's not able to get through. There's not enough room here. So it's triggering right here. And I wasn't watching, I was doing something else. But the point of it is, it triggered right here. And then it instantly came down, of course, the retracement. And as soon as I got past that retracement, I moved it up because the smaller chart showed some issues going on here. Now, it might very well make it. But if you look here, uh, from the entry to the VWAP, 7. And I see that over and over again. 7, 6, 7, 7. I don't think I see 8s very often, but yes, it's 6 and 7. There's not enough room to run, room to target. So that's why it's so important. Now, had it gone here, if it would have done a few ticks back, let's see, 73, 72, 70, even 8 or 10 ticks back, which is my 10 tick thing. Let's say 10 ticks right here. Do that. Then you can see. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's just start all over. What the heck? I gotta start all over. So 10 ticks back. So 74, 73, 72. So like right around here, right where the stop was, basically. That's where I moved it up, only because I didn't like it. But had it gone there, it would have had 12 ticks, and it could make it at least the first target. Now, whatever happens after that's here nor there. But the point of it is, if you don't have enough room just to get to a target, then my bots and for Nasdaq, my default's going to be 20 room to target. You have to have 20 from the entry to the target. Or to the barricade or to the wall of resistance or whatever indicator you want, whether it be a moving average or a running into one of these VWAP jobs. So in any event, if there's not enough room to run to it, then it's not going to take the trade, which I'm fine with. I'll just wait until it gets on the other side and lines up again. So in any event, I'll leave this on for a second, just curiosity to see what happens. But there would have been your first target, like right there. So anyway, I'll just leave this on. Target filled. Just incidentally, this over here on this one, this is on the runner. So the entry originally was down here and took off 1 and 2, and now we're on a runner, which I believe, I have to look at my settings. I believe this one, the runner might be 3. Not sure about that. I have to look at that. But in any event, yeah, I believe it is because this is set for 2.5. So yeah, I believe it's running at 3 for the runner. But needless to say, the runner I have set for 6, I want to say, on this one, because statistically it says. Now again, if I were doing this, if this were live, then I would definitely move that to VWAP and just take it off there. But I'm collecting data, so I wanted to see what it does. But something tells me it's going to come back. But we'll see. I'll turn it back on when we get up or down, one other way. Either way, you'll know. Okay. I'll just close up this this video here, but you could see how it didn't make it, which is the reason why I brought up my stop. The original stop was going to be down here. And there's no way I was going to give up that kind of much with the hopes of getting a little bit. So I just took it off. Even though everything lined up and it was a good trade, I mean, it was definitely a good one based on the bot's criteria. But I want the added room to target protection there. So, okay, I'll talk to you later. I just closed that video, so I just wanted to show you here though. So here's the stop on it. So I'm just splicing this new one in here. So there's the original order. It came all the way down here. I don't know if it would have popped out the stop it's down here. I moved it up to here, but I think the original stop might have been down here. But needless to say, it did pop out on this one. This was the trail over here, and 1, 2, and then here's the new trade, which it didn't take because it was in a third target, which it never really made to, which was up here, target 3. But it came down and stopped out. So, but still a good day all in all. Okay, here, this just triggered just a second ago. So it came all the way down to here, as we just talked about. I have mine off, obviously, and because I'm not going to have it go right into VWAP. I want it to break VWAP, but this one triggered, and this is on a sim, so I let it go for statistical purposes. So let's just see what happens. So I'm going to pause it. This one's on. This one, again, I talked about my numbers there. You can, well, the same video, so I guess you don't have to repeat that. Okay, I'm going to pause. All right, well, just as I was doing something else, I was going to call it for this video. And there's the stop out, and then I'd look over and it hit my thing. It hit that area. So I just thought I'd show you this video to show that it did go down deeper. So I'm not interested in taking it right now, only because of the fact of the time of the day. But it is interesting to kind of see the final version of what happened and what my reasoning was for that. So again, it has to break this. So the question is, does it do it? And as it stands right now, it looks like that was the key spot to go. And now, if you notice, it broke it. So now, if it sets up for a long, I'd be interested in taking it. Actually, I can even turn it on. So maybe I'll pause this right now and see what happens. This one is here. It's on a live account, but I'm testing the second target. The other day, you can see the other videos I did the runner, and I'm doing the second target. So this will take all 3. So this is on NASDAQ on Sim. This is on micros. So, but one's live, one's obviously you can figure it out. Okay, I'm going to pause it. Okay, we should be at a spot here now on the other side of this the VWAP and moving averages. And notice we're on the other side of it. So I do want it to come down. It's designed to do that. I do want it to come down. And if it goes back, if it continues to go down, then too much, then it won't trigger because it's designed not to. And if it goes back up from this point, then I'll be in long. On the left, it'll be the just one contract at the second target, and I'll move it if I have to kind of move it around a little bit. And then the one on the right is NASDAQ, and that's just data collection, and I'll just let it go, regardless of where it lands. So, but at least this will give you a good demonstration. Now, if it goes down any more, it's not going to trigger. It will if it goes down maybe to, maybe 78.50, where that. But once it gets past that, things are going to start turning and it not. So it needs to kind of go now. And quite frankly, if it gets back under VWAP, then I don't want it anyway, because it's just maybe a little overrun of VWAP to knock out any longs and just to kind of knock out those stops that are sitting up there. And then it's going to come back down. And if that's the case, then I don't want it. However, if it truly is above VWAP and did break it, and now it's going to continue going up, I want the retracement, and I do want it to come down to all those areas of support right there and then pop back up. So that's the MO, and we'll find out what happens. I like to keep it live, but unfortunately I don't want to drag the video on, so I'm going to pause it. You'll see what happens. Okay, so now it's starting to kind of come back up again a little bit. Notice our colors are starting to come back. It didn't break. Let me actually get it here. I need a reversal bar in order to get it. And the question is, do I get it or not? Which means if I do get a reversal bar, this is going to then be down here, and I'll have 2 reversal bars down there. Everything will be kind of lined up, and then I'll trail it there. And because it's not coming down anymore. It tried it. It said, I'm not coming down, and I want to go up. So what would be the point of having having a stop down here. What's the point? It's already tried it. If it tries it a second time, then my God, I went out. Okay, so let's. Well, I don't have to move it because it just moved it for me. So, kind of glad that caught on tape. And so this one is going to. If you notice, I have my targets here at. I have 3 targets on here. Where's my third one? Oh, first one's already off. I was looking for the third target. As I've said before in previous videos, that's what I'm looking at. That first target's ridiculous, ridiculously small. I mean, granted, it's nice to, you know, just go ahead and pop and get a couple ticks, but what did we get? 48, so what, 3 points? 4 points? It's like, I don't know. Just to me, it's just not. I have to kind of maybe see what else is. See what else is there. I understand getting it off really quick and kind of makes sense, but if I can't get past this pivot right here, you can see the pivots. There's a first attempt, second attempt. If I can't get past that, I think it's just not gonna. It's just more of an overrun and just going to continue with this chop area, especially now that it is now 10 minutes to 1 New York, and everybody's just getting now back from their liquid lunch, and who knows. So I'll just see what happens here. So I'll turn it back on in a minute. Well, we haven't moved much, but you can see how I'm trailing this reversal bar here on a higher time frame. That's a 21, I think that is. This current chart's already reversed and it's coming down, obviously, and there's the reversal bar that we need to go back up. But here's the reversal bar on the next highest time frame, and then there's some pivots and VWAP. So it might be cutting a little too short, but you know what? I'd rather have it, because if I get out, it'll set up again for another one, assuming if everything's set up. I just don't want to have it come all the way down here, so it's just too much. So pause again. Okay, almost got it, but we didn't. So, well, maybe I spoke too soon. You see what's happening here, right? I mean, do I have to actually put a box around it like I have before in other ones? If you've been following any of these videos, you kind of see the area. If we break it, we're sitting good. But if we can't break it, then there's our chop zone, our chop shop. So we just wait. It started to look good, but what the heck? Is that a drawing tool? Oh, okay, whatever. I might get popped out anyway. And then for sure I'll be over. I'm not doing this again. I'll turn it off right now. I'm not going to do this again. At this time of day, I'm sure that you could understand that. Pausing. Well, I'm about ready to get popped. Oh, that one already did. I didn't move it, but I'm about to. So now this one's setting up. Well, no, it's not. Yeah, so I'm out. Okay, so that's going to end it. And you can see why I didn't do that. It just looks like it might be a little overrun, or maybe we're just a time of day. Little overrun of that VWAP, and now we're going to come down and sell off. Or it's going to go back up again, try it again. And you got 1, 2, 3, you know, what, 4 tops there, and a lot of resistance. So I think that's going to call it for me. All right. Go back.